Hello everyone, it's Joe, VE1 Bravo Whiskey Victor. Just heading down to the shack, and here's the 3D printer that I use for doing a lot of amateur radio type cases and drone type cases, whatever, which is another hobby. But anyway, working my way over to the shack here, to the main area. Some computers on the right where I do a bit of dabbling. And then this is sort of the first part is like the test area. Let me just take this audio down just a sec here. Here we go. I'll work back here to the left a little bit. So right here is one of the projects of software-defined radio that I've been working on. This one's called the RadioBerry. It uses a Pi 4 or Pi 5, or you can use another board instead of the Pi if you wish. Basically, that's just made up of the Pi at the bottom, a fan in the middle, and the RadioBerry module, and then a little small amplifier, which it puts out about 5 watts, roughly. A little later on, I'll show you the actual real thing, because I brought it in tonight. And a little bandpass filter in this one right here. So that's the RadioBerry, which is you kind of put together. This is the Hermes Light. It's another software-defined radio. Again, I've used 3D printing here to print out the cases and the brackets and all that sort of stuff. It's very similar to the RadioBerry. It uses a similar type software to run it, except that this one is combined in one unit. And what I did here is I added a baseline 120 mil fan and another squirrel cage fan in the back here. And that's just to make that thing super cool, because I use it for FT8 about 95% of the time. And so with this, I can run it for hours and hours, and it's never any problem. Down below here, this is just a MIDI type unit. If you plug it into the PC that you're using, you can see, you can program the unit to do basically what every other radio does, from VFOs to whatever. Wanted call sign. And right here, let me just get to the other way here. This one right now is SWR Council. It's a software-defined radio type of piece of software. It really works well. And right now what you're seeing is a vertical antenna out in the backyard running from a software-defined receiver only, this one. It's a very high-end one I've had for many years from Israel, called it Freddie. And these are all networks, so they're not physically attached. So anyway, move over here, just the standard HF stuff, nothing unusual. A little 100-watt unit. I just made some cases to cover things up. And I can hear it announcing in the background. As we're moving over here, this is the little mini PC, or micro PC, whatever the case is, I'm using to run all the digital stuff that is coming up now. These are SDR units. Basically, they're full receivers, all band. And so I keep usually one on one of the digital bands when I look at there, which is the 40. And we have an antenna tuner, SWR meters and that sort of stuff, like QRP Labs. Antenna, another SWR meter to show the power output through the amplifier, and this is another unit. So there they are, all printed out in nice little 3D cases. So it's pretty small. And in the back, I run this unit right here, which is a 150 watt linear, and I use it for the digital. I use it around 50 to 60 watts when I need to. So the main part of it all here, I'll back out a bit, and it's running right now, JTTX. So from the left-hand side here, this is called Thetis, T-H-E-T-I-S. It's a software-defined type of piece of software that has just about anything you can imagine you want to do on a radio. You can add any types of meters that you want for receiving, and your compression, SWR, your mic levels. This is the transmit. If I key it right now, you'll see, let me just do a quick tune here. Gotta find my mic, takes a second. I'm running it across 3 units here, 4 units actually. So just a sec. I'll do that in a minute there. So anyway, it's a software-defined piece of software. It's used with a lot of different things, from dongles to whatever. In the middle, what we have here, I'll back off a little bit. This is called Grid Tracker. And then to the right, I'm using JTDX right now, which is the digital decoder. You could be using WSJT, you can use decodium. There's quite a few different ones you can use. Basically, what's happening is I'll move over fairly slow.
Many call signs.
Yeah, it's telling me in the background what it's finding. So basically, this is the radio, and that's the front end of the radio, which you can make it look like anything. You have about 100 different skins. You can make it look like a Collins, K3, you name it. And the grid tracker here, it's taking the information from the JTDX, the decoder, and putting it into a much nicer graphic interface. So
many call signs.
Let me look here and see. I'll bring this over here. And I've dragged one part over here. So this is coming from JTDX. And it's split into a much nicer format. So if I click on any one of those, CQ, whatever the case is, it'll automatically go out and do CQ. But this is nice because it's telling you the state or the country, the signal strength and all that sort of stuff. And standard digital software here, which is JTDX. In the background there. And so the last model I haven't shown yet is this one right here. Now all these buttons here actually belong to the transceiver on the left. But what that will allow you to do is take any set of buttons or meters and drag or make new ones on any other place you like. So this one here is a touch screen unit. So if I go here, I can go to 40 meters and go up or lower, et cetera there basically. And this is just the switching between different radios, whatever. So the interesting part about this, putting this together in the past has been a bit of a nightmare, put it this way. But over the years, it's gotten much, much better. Now the interesting part now is that it's very, very friendly, and it doesn't take much to really set it up. Just a bit of putting around here a little bit, and you'll have it together. And of course, you don't have to run all these three monitors. You can have one monitor with every one of those things running, and you just select what you want to watch at a given time. It just depends what you have around. Over the years, I've collected monitors, and now I'm putting them to use. Yeah, he keeps announcing there because I've got it selected that if there's a call sign that I want, it comes up and tells me. Now let me look down here. I'm just going to see if I can. No, I can't do that part there, whatever. So tonight, a little later after, I'll show you all the rigs that I've gotten, which is the Pi 4s, the Radio Berry, the Hermulite. I brought them in so you can have a look at them firsthand, see how small they are, and something might be of interest in the future. But the biggest thing about this is it's a fully remoted system. I can be upstairs right now with my laptop and work this unit as if I was sitting there. I could be over at church. It doesn't really matter where I'm at. I can bring my laptop, or I can just use my phone. So there's a free app that you can use with your phone, and you can always use it on your laptop, which gives you a bigger screen. So you can run it fully remote with no issues. That's transceive and any mode that you can run locally, you can run it via the network. And that's the thing, none of these things you're seeing here are actually connected to the radio. All right, they're just connected to the PC, the little micro PC here, which as I mentioned before, right here. And it's on a network cable, so it's internal, whatever. I realize that's a quick rundown, just trying to give you an idea of some of the things you might want to do or can do. The good thing about this type of stuff, you never get bored of it because you can change what it looks like, what it does, its behavior, pretty well anything you can imagine, any modes, and just kind of suit the purpose that you might want to do for that particular day. So that's it, 7.3s from VE1 BWV.